This is RLS ASMR Ryan back again with another video. So today, you guys spoke and said you wanted a gum chewing whispered ramble. I even gave you guys the option to see if you guys wanted a with gum chewing with reading, and at the time I checked, it only 2% of you wanted that. I'm actually curious. Let me go and double check the poll. See if it's moved significantly. I doubt. I think it's just you guys what you want. Yeah, so right here I just pulled it up. We got 23% mukbanging and talking like normal. 23% of you guys wanted that because I said I've been getting some comments about wanting me to do a gum chewing video. Now's the time to make your voice heard. What do you want to see? What do you want for my next video? I got 62 votes at the time I'm saying this. I put my polls up for a day before I make the video, because I just, if you're interested and you're scrolling and you see my poll, you're gonna click. And then it said, and then 74% of you said gum chewing whisper ramble. 3%, so it's went up 1% since I last said that. Gum chewing and reading. So, you guys, the viewers, have spoken. I apologize for my hair. I'm gonna have to get it cut soon. But hey. Anyways, let's get to the gum chewing. So, I thought I ran out, and I was gonna have to get more, but then I was cleaning up my room, and I found these suckers, and I was like, oh hey, I'm glad I don't have to pay any more money for gum, because I just have these. So, I haven't made these in a while. So what I'm gonna be rambling about. First of all, I don't know how much you guys like hearing about it, but I will give you a health ramble. With some other stuff that I've been thinking about that's intertwined, and commingled with what I'm dealing with health-wise. And I want to make this a very positive video, which is why I'm going to talk about all the negative stuff first. So if you guys are having any struggles, any issues you're going through right now, I'm sure a lot of you are. That's just because that's life, Everyone struggles. Also, got some Coke Zero Cherry. I'm gonna try and do tapping in this video. Someone said they wanted a tapping video. Well, this is going to be the trial run for that video. If you guys like tapping, you like the way I tap, even if you want me to tap better, you better put it in the comments, because I'm using your guys' comments to see if, you guys want these more types of these videos. And if I'm unsure on something, I do a poll. So make sure you subscribe and check the community tab so that you guys can see whenever I, ask you guys a question. It's not super often because I have a pretty good idea of the next few videos I want to do. But if I ever get stuck on something, because I'll usually get like a flutter of requests from you guys, where 3 or 4 people ask the same thing all at once. And I don't get a lot of comments, so if I see the comments, the same types of comments, more than a couple times, then I start wondering what you guys would really like to see. Because a lot of you do what I do, which is just watch videos, enjoy them and move on, and don't even comment. Maybe you'll leave a like, but you just watch the content absentmindedly and don't even think about leaving a like or a comment. Because there's intentionality in commenting. You have to make sure what you're saying you actually mean it. It comes from the heart and you're supporting that person. Which is why I'm thankful that all of you guys, when you comment, that you do leave a comment. Because from a creator's perspective, I I just see numbers. I go based off numbers. So if a video doesn't perform well, I'm doing different strategies in the background to see if it's and I'm taking notes in the background as well to see if it's the way I'm posting it, the thumbnail and whatnot, or if you guys are genuinely just not interested in the content, which is okay too. So if you ever go, hey Ryan, job well done, put it in the comments, and I'll respond to almost everybody, except for that jerk that commented a few weeks ago. You know who you are. I don't know if that's actually ASMR, but I just have the inkling to do it. On these gum chewing rambles, I try out triggers because I don't do that in my normal videos because I'm eating, which I guess is why you guys like these videos more. But I understand you're gum chewing fanatics. I am a gum chewing fanatic, but I don't need it as much anymore. I don't search for it as much anymore. I guess that's what you get like in old age. Anyways, so what I wanted to talk about. So health-wise, I met up with my surgeon and talked to him, which is why I haven't had a health update in a long time. I didn't have much to talk about. Now I won't get graphic because I am going through corrective surgery. I don't know if you'd call it corrective surgery, but I am going through like skin surgery. So I don't need to get graphic about what they're doing, but they will have to excise it at some point, and I will have to get on a machine. And I've never had that machine on for as long as I've been making videos. Like, I had it on, I think the first 5 videos I made, I had that machine, and I don't think you guys noticed because it was really quiet. I would mention it. I don't think you guys noticed though. So, and I would always be leaning over. So I don't think, that I don't do that as much anymore. I hope you guys notice, but I still lean. I lean to my left, but that's because I'm trying to, maybe if I put this in front of me, I don't have to lean to my side as much but this covers my mouth. But yeah, so like, the update is essentially my doctor's moving to a new hospital, and my surgeon, so I have to wait on him to do that. My other doctor that recommended me medicine, he has to talk with my surgeon because the medicine he wants to get me on is concerning my surgeon, because they want to figure out and have like a doctor talk about efficacy and if I could be on the medication through surgery and things like that. And the last part of that conversation is that my insurance is kind of wonky right now. I don't want to get too much into that, but health insurance is whack. So everything will be fine though. I'm sure everything will work out. Other than that, what I've been feeling, and this is what I want to kind of get into, because I feel like if you've ever felt like you're not really doing much, maybe you're doing a lot, you're going to work or school, you come home or to your dorm, or maybe you're just going through the motions of life, and you're wondering, like, is this really worth it? Do you have those days? And I wonder if I'm alone in that, but I feel like you ever just get home and you're just like, because I'm at home all the time, but I still have these thoughts. It's like, is what I'm doing really worth it? Is what I'm going through really worth it for my end goal? And that got me thinking, because now I bring this up because, as you know, yes, in my last video, I know it's a back-to-back thing I'm mentioning, but I'm talking about it in a more broader sense this time. You know, the TV show Young Sheldon. Well, after I yesterday. I was watching it again. And so there's this episode where Sheldon takes these college classes because he's really smart, right? So his college professor ends up moving from that university to work at a super collider. He gets interviewed by the news about it, and then he mistakenly mentions that there is a 1 in a trillion chance that super collider could cause a mini black hole that could end up swallowing the entire Earth and the universe and killing everyone. But that's a 1 in a trillion chance. And then it's the 80s is where it takes place in, right? So all the news stations are going off about that. So the university or the super collider place fires him. Instead of him going back to university, he gives up doing science altogether. The tone of the episode is you could be working your entire life for something to solve a question. You can make it to the end of your life and then it doesn't, you never figure out the answer because they're mentioning Einstein. He was working on a unified field theory or whatever. He was working on some kind of unifying theory for the last 30 years of his life, and he didn't come close to figuring it out. And then that made them feel sort of dismal about it, and they start acting goofy, and they get drunk on the park bench and acting goofy. Him and this other scientist, because one scientist has to go to him because Sheldon goes to the university, tells this colleague of his, hey, he quit science, bring him back to the university and convince him to stay. But they meet up and then they both go through this existential crisis and get drunk on a park bench. And the guy, what he ended up doing after getting fired from the super collider, the first guy, is he went and worked at a grocery store. And that's what spawned this whole thing, is because Sheldon doesn't like it working at a grocery store because he has a brilliant mind. And he's like, you're wasting your life doing this. But the guy said, I'm happy doing this. He doesn't view it as a waste of his life. He views it as a change of pace from something he's put so much of his life into that he feel like he really didn't get that much out of. Well, yeah, because that he didn't get that much out of. Because he has 2 PhDs and all these things, and it really puts into perspective. And it got me thinking. Because what I think is okay. Whatever you do in life, as long as you feel like, as long as your basic necessities, and you're able to save and hopefully invest your money, but even if all you can do is just save your money, $100 a month, $50 a month, $20 a month, whatever it is, you can pay all your bills and just save a little bit a month. If that's all you can do that. But if you're happy living your life, and you're happy and content with yourself, and you are living day to day, and you are filled with love, meaning for yourself, for your family, for those around you, and you're genuinely happy, you're not just deluding yourself into happiness, because trust me, I've been there, then I don't really see a problem. That the ambition, if the ambition could ruin that. Not that ambition's bad, I'm not saying be lazy. I'm saying chasing goals that may not fulfill you. If you're already in a situation where you're fulfilled in certain areas, I think everyone should strive to get their lives better economically, but that's more for practical reasons than happiness, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if you can be happy and practical, and practically happy, and happily practical, if that makes sense, then I say go for that. But, and then it got me thinking about, I don't know if utilitarianism is the right word, but you guys can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but let me explain. So, if you think about humans, where we came from, I've been, not that I didn't learn it before, but I kind of been revisiting a lot of topics I learned about in high school, and I was pretty lax facts on those topics, I'm not gonna lie, so I don't remember a lot. Recently, I've taken an interest into evolution, and I'm like, we came from, I don't know how much of you are religious. Bear with me if you are, but I don't know if even is. I don't even know if it would offend you. But we evolved essentially. We're great apes, essentially. We evolved from apes. And for those many millions of years of human evolution, to culminate to then the cave people, right? I don't know their species classification. I just know that, the cave people. From them all the way to us, what it took was now you could say it was a lot of pure chance, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that, but not pure chance, but you get what I'm saying. I don't know if this is making any sense. What I'm saying is, the efforts that it took to get us here was because of every single person in the human race, aside from people who do crime and are actual burdens to society. I'm saying people who participate in society, and you'll see where I'm going with this in a minute. The people that, if you don't think you're doing something that's that important in your life, think of it this way. You are a part. You are a single part. Even if you're in the blip of history, I understand we live for 80 to maybe 90 years at best, and that's a blip in the scale of millions of years of human evolution, which is probably why I brought that up. But if you can think of it this way, your blip, your tiny time that you spend on this earth, that is a piece in a bigger culmination of human advancement, because you had to exist in order for us to move forward. I mean, that's why they're concerned with birth rates going down. We're just going to become extinct, You being born was not a mistake, even if it was a mistake by your parents, but hey, it wasn't a mistake. And I'm not saying things are predestined. I'm not religious. I'm saying you're meant to be here. You're meant to contribute to society, and I don't mean just work for the man. I mean your community, those around you, even if that's being just a positive presence. That existence is becoming, you are a part of the culmination. That is the advancement of the human race. Because you contributing means you're working a job, even if that employer, whatever, he's exploiting you, but your employer wouldn't be able to make money if it weren't for you. I'm saying all the workforce. I'm saying individually, but also collectively. If that employer wasn't able to provide their service, that service would go, unprovided. I'm not, and you could say essential services, but stick with me, on this logic trail, okay? What I'm trying to say is even if your existence feels futile, you feel like you really aren't putting in that much effort, you are, think of it this way, if you can even be 0.000000001% of something that advances us further as a species, meaning you're making those around you happier. Maybe you have kids and then you pass on your legacy. Maybe it's your legacy becomes your work, and you write books, and you become a part of human history. You don't have to become like a Frederick Douglass to be a part of human history. Yes, you're not going to be named in a history book, but think of what I was thinking of is all the nameless soldiers. Sure, all the soldiers that died, their families know. Those families mourn them. But you and I don't know them. They're strangers. 50, 60 years ago, we never knew those people. Well, what would be 70 years right now? I had to look at 2024 and do the math. Whatever the actual math is. Think of it this way, we are a part of the great human experience. one day they're eating grass, and then they're getting, next minute they know they're getting eaten by a lion alive. I know that's graphic to think about, but I'm just saying. We get to be in air-conditioned houses, watch TV, eat junk food that's gonna kill us, and we don't have to worry about a lion chasing us. You know what I mean? We are highly evolved apes. We learned how to create technology. We left the planet. All of that took every person's contribution. A lot of special people as well. But it was a lot of normal people who just went to school, who were at the right place at the right time. They got into a university, they got recruited for a project, and then their math or their scientific research, their knowledge on rocket fuel, their knowledge on rocket science took us to the moon, and that's a collective human experience that we can all, even if it wasn't your country that did it, I mean, woo, America, but as a human species, like, we did that, and it took the collective effort of a lot of people before us. If we never learned to pass down knowledge through writing, we would never have been able to do that. Us having the ability to pass down our knowledge through writing is like so that we could teach other people what we found out, so that we could all accumulate knowledge. That is, I know I'm getting really like kind of motivational speechy, but I got really sad the other day, and I was thinking, like, is it even really worth it? I wasn't thinking about, like, ending my existence, if you know what I mean. I wasn't thinking about that, but I know, I'm sure you guys have thought about that. Like, is all of this, like, existence worth it? Because I was thinking about the next stage of what I'll have to go through, and I'm gonna be in a lot of pain, guys. It's not gonna be fun. In the next few months, it's not gonna be soon. I would assume it would be a couple months from now before that surgery happens, but I'll give you guys an update video when that does happen. But I may even post it in the community tab after I've gotten it. But whenever it goes down, it is not gonna be fun. It will be painful, and I'm not, I don't want to keep harping on that, but I just want to share with you guys my thoughts, because, like, I'm sure you guys have felt the same thing. So, yeah, I'm just thinking about it. There was a lot of things I really couldn't get into my last video because I ran out of time, and I don't feel like, editing, like, recording one half, going back and recording the next half. I don't really care. I don't like to do that kind of stuff. Unless I, like, have a really, intentional way to do it, You guys seem to enjoy that, what I read in the book. The views didn't do amazing, but they did pretty good. Looking at it now, I was wondering if do you guys want me to keep reading that book, The Iliad? Do you guys care about reading ASMR? Because I don't think the majority of you guys are here for that. I want to do, like, a variety of stuff, but you guys gotta let me know. Because YouTube, I think they'll recommend it, but, like, if a video bombs, you know what I'm saying? So, I also did that no talking video, you guys. It did okay. I'm content with it, but you guys didn't really care for it. I get the message loud and clear. You guys like talking videos, so you will see that I have a bass guitar. I am learning how to play bass guitar. I'm teaching myself how to play bass guitar. So if you guys are interested in anything related to bass guitar, let me know in the comments. Not for video purposes, just because I'm curious if you like it. You know, our bass player's cool. Our bass player's still cool. I think they're cool. But I want to start learning it as a form of a hobby. Because I go stir crazy there. I'm not doing anything. Not until I get this like health situation finished, then I'm gonna go back to work. But until then, I'm doing nothing. So it's just like I am so stir crazy. I need to figure out. That's why I've been doing these videos. That's why I'm probably posting this today, because it's like I don't have nothing else better to do. I was streaming old school RuneScape on Kick, and barely no one showed up to the stream. I think the highest concurrent views I had was like 3 viewers. I was also being a bit boring, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna try and go live again later today and see how that works. But if you guys are also interested in watching me do live streams, I'm gonna be live streaming on Kick. I will be putting that in the description, but I think I should probably put it in the comments too as well. If you guys want to see me do some live streaming, I'll be playing old school RuneScape. I could play any other games if you guys are interested. So, you know, if you made it this far, you just gotta let me know in the comment section. Most of you guys don't make it this far, but that's okay. Either 2/3 of you fall asleep, or 2/3 of you completely check out after after a certain percentage of the video is watched. But yeah, I think 28 minutes is pretty good. But hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, share the video with your friends. If you want to support the channel, you can do all of that. And if you want to be a little bit more supportive, you can always become a channel member with that join button down there. And if you want to, there's no obligation. Exclusive videos, posts. I'll create a Discord server, even if it's just me and one other person chatting. If as soon as I see someone set up, I'm making a Discord server, inviting that person to it, or putting it in a members only post for you guys to get into. Even if it's just me and one person chatting it up, I got time. So, you want to connect with me